Welcome back, folks, to World of Warships Legends. I'm Soopa-Dave, and today we're taking a look at the new campaign ship, Somme. I just unlocked it today. For those of you guys that don't know, this is a Jutland. Alright, now, nobody's screaming Jutland's overpowered. I don't think they're going to be screaming that Somme is overpowered. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but who cares? That being said, guys, this isn't a bad ship. It's definitely better than Jutland, in my opinion. This ship is supposed to be torpedo focused, but in reality, you should probably build into the guns. All right, we'll talk about that here in a second. You could use Philip VN or Smart. That's who I'm using on this build. We're using Swirsky and Sims along with Quick Fix. Look at me now. Perceptive, sidestep, and rather be torching. All right, now for your modifications, aiming systems mod 1. We can't take prop because it's British and it sucks because of that. I can't stand the ships that you can't take prop mod. They're supposed to have it built in, but I can assure you they never do. That's how it feels to me anyway. Concealment mod, as always, in the third slot, and we're taking the main battery mod 1. And you can take, if you want, and upgrade it to legendary, or on Xbox, it'll be square, or X. For PlayStation, it'll be square. That being said, guys, you have to bear with me. It's a little later in the night. We'll talk about that here in a second. But uh, smoke on, you got 6 smokes. Now, one of your differences here is your sonar is basically not useful. I mean, you're using it to just spot torpedoes. 3.2 kilometers. I mean, you could just do the RGA mod and get the same thing all the time, basically. Uh, I think Jutland's is 3.5. Uh, Now, remember when you're comparing this to Jutland, make sure you have the same upgrades and stats to it. But there is a lot of stuff that is actually significantly better on Somme. Now, on Somme, you can get an infinite torpedo reload booster. I almost make the argument that you want to take the repair party because it's a better heal than what Jutland has. I could see the reload booster being what people want because that's 10 more torps every 2 minutes or 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So, I mean, I get it. I really do. So that's up to you guys on that. I personally, I mean, I build into the ship's uniqueness, but if I was going to be playing this hyper competitively against other good players, I would be taking the repair party. That would just me though. Survivability, it has more health than Jutland. I think Jutland on the same build has like 18,000 from base. So, or yeah, so I think it's like 3,000 more total by the time it's all done with upgrades. Main battery guns. You have 6 113s, which sounds kind of terrible, but it's really actually not. And so they go out to 12. They reload a half a second quicker than Jutland's, which is nice with the same damage and everything else. You can see we're taking the fire chance here on with Smart and VN if you're going that route. Uh, it's problematic almost. It almost makes me want to use like Tirewit or something on it because this thing isn't a DPM monster at all. The HE shells do pen 19, which is handy because that's what all the destroyer armor is at the tier and legendary tier basically. So that's really good. Another handy thing with this thing, and I didn't realize it until later, was that the AP has the really good guaranteed angles like Jutland. And why is that important? Because fuse arming threshold is 19. If you get a destroyer up close, and make sure it's up close, and within like 7 kilometers, I would say, maybe a little bit less, because these shells are a little bit lofty. This you can absolutely just maul a destroyer with AP if they're dumb. All right, and they go broadside to you, or enough to get this AP where you could use, these really good guaranteed angles. The AP is better on this than you would think. All right. HE, not super handy, and you can farm battleships with it or destroyers at distance. That's what I've been using it for mostly. Um, Torpedoes. So this is one little difference here. If you don't take the reload, your torpedoes are worse. All right, because they drop down from like 1,500 to 10,000 here. Uh, However, if you take the reload booster, then your torpedoes are significantly better because then you get double the amount. So keep that in mind, I guess, when you're choosing whether torpedoes. If you're a damage farmer, you're probably gonna like the torpedo reload booster. However, I like being able to kill other destroyers better, so the heal is probably a better option for me. Also, I don't think I mentioned it, but it does have the 6 short smokes. So this is the thing with all these things being out there right now. They're going to be just really poor players in this thing. Because it's a campaign ship, that's generally what happens. And they're going to be sitting in their smoke, and you just sit and torp them you torp them in while they smoke up and try to farm. Um, some players today that I've seen haven't been ideal, right? So, kind of happens with every campaign ship. AA defense. I don't know if I've actually even all the matches I've had. I don't think I've had. Oh, I have gotten a couple carriers. I've been wrecked by a couple check laps. But I don't. I didn't shoot any planes down that I know of. So definitely, it's not terrible for a destroyer. But again, it's a destroyer AA. It's not freezing, so you're not taking down planes a lot. Maximum speed 34 knots. It's atrocious, right? Um, the one thing with this ship, and I think Jutland more in particular, is with the limited amount of speed you have. Sure, you're really shifty with a 3-4-6 rudder and a 6-10 turning circle, which is nice when you're up fighting a destroyer. But with as many radars and gimmicks and all the stuff that's at legendary tier, not having a speed boost and only having 34 knots of speed is bad. There's been way too many times where I get into a fight, I beat the other destroyer, and then I die right away because even with smoke, there's a million radars or other sonars that are just you don't have the ability to like disengage real easy. I know you can drop a smoke, but remember at tier 8 in legendary tier, which you're gonna see mostly, all you are going to see is all like radars and crazy gimmicks, right? And the ship doesn't really have it. So you got to play the ship smart. I'm not saying it's a bad ship. You just cannot be done with its speed. You're going to get outrun by some cruisers, all right? Detectability on this build 5.3. And your smoke fighting penalty is 2.4. Stats, guys, this has been a long day, okay? I my win rate's okay in it, but the matches have been really, really rough. Like, uh, there's been way too many times where these matches are over right away. Right, you can see my win rate, and you can see my average XP at 1,700. I'm surprised it's actually not worse than that, guys. These matches, and I don't normally complain about it, they just been over really quickly. When you have these other Somme players, and on Mondays you see a lot of like Sumners and Blacks, right? Like you just maul them because they don't know what they're doing. And I've been playing at night, and at night, like there's nobody can change my mind. The worst players play at night. Like it is much harder to play in the morning when I normally play. These matches have been atrocious. Like for example, guys, I've been trying to get a good video in this thing. You guys can see, for right now, it's 8:30 making this video at night, and I've been on since 4. The only matches, and I played really well actually today for the most part. I hit a couple hiccups, but you guys, if you look at my stats, the only losses I have today, besides 2 others, are in this ship. All right, so I've been playing pretty well. It's hard to explain with this ship, guys. It's It's a little underwhelming, but not as underwhelming as Jutland can be. Neither one of them are bad. You just have to be careful. That speed can be a real issue. And I know some people will like this ship. I think damaged farmers. I think people that like the Russians probably. You're gonna probably like this ship because it can damage farm, but with all the gimmicks and the crazy stuff out here now at the tier, you just I don't know. This thing came out a year and a half ago. I think this thing would be really solid, and I think people would like it. I don't know what people are saying about this ship, to be quite honest with you. But anyway, guys, you guys can see it. Your armor here is 19, meaning your guns pin everything at the tier. So you're pinning all the destroyers at the tier with it. The guns, while they look bad at 113s, they're not awful. But again, there's nothing that really sticks out about this ship. I do like that it's kind of unique with the torpedo relauncher and all that. But guys, I have two matches for you. You guys can see, it's 8:30, guys, at night. I can't play this all night. And for those of you guys that I normally do the Pan Asians, all the ships that are in the shop. Keep in mind this cut into that, guys. All right, I got a busy week and playing 500 matches in this thing to try to get a match while people are getting mauled because I don't know what people do here in the evenings. I rarely play in the evenings, but there is some awful players in the evenings, man. When I play in the mornings, the competition is much better. I can promise you that. As we start the match, it's disclaimer time. This is a beginner's video meant to help people new to the ship or new to the game. This is not meant for professional gamers that know everything there is to know about everything in the universe. There are multiple ways to play and build this ship, and I am a above average player, not the world's best. I make mistakes. You may see one in this match. You didn't come here for pronunciations. I'm as good as anybody at slaughtering beautiful languages all the time. With that out of the way, we're on Scandinavia, and we're gonna head towards this A cap because I think the destroyer's heading there. Guys, when I say these matches are ending quick, you guys will laugh. These were two of the better matches that I had today. I am not lying. They were from this morning. But we're going to push in. And also, once we come around this island here, you're not using your sonar to detect other destroyers with this. What you're using is to not eat torpedoes when you go into a cap. Gearing gets himself spotted at 9.1. We're going to throw torpedoes out first. You can see we use our sonar. We see the torps coming. And we're going to start shooting. But this thing is real lobby, right? So we're going to take a couple pop shots at Yugamo and then actually focus on gearing here now that he's staying spotted here for a minute. I'm not so worried about Yugamo. We get a fire on gearing and we're going to go ahead and just basically maul Yugamo. But you can see even at 6 kilometers, this distance isn't ideal. If you could, this is about the time I would switch to AP with this, if you were going to. And even though that the gearing, I believe it was, got away or Sumner, Yugamo is not going to. All right, so as we do finish him off, but we did help right off the bat get rid of help try to get rid of 2 destroyers. Now, the reload booster, you're going to want to use it in sync with when you drop torps. When you drop torps, just pop your reload booster, 10 seconds, and then you dump another set, right? That being said, I'm trying to move up on this guy. When you're fighting in this thing, you want to be close quarters if you can help it, with the lobby shells. And we're going to go ahead and just push up, right? We got Ureta Yugamo. We had a sonar going, so we're not really worried about torps, but that guy isn't showing his face. So we're going to showcase a little bit of the farming, right? Popping the smoke, trying to get a battleship to shoot at you so that he keeps staying spotted, as you guys can see. We try to bait him into shooting us. That destroyer takes a pot shot at us, but Gearing, I mean, he's already kind of showed his hand at not, getting himself in trouble here. So we're going to actually get one shell to hit him, but we're going to grab this cap, grab the solo cap, and right off the bat, because we have a destroyer to our right, this actually is going to be one of the better blue teams I've ever played with, to be honest with you. That wasn't a bunch of divisions. What we do in this match in a very short time is going to be pretty crazy. So we had a fire on Yami. He damage conned it, so we're going to go ahead and try to get another one on him. We're going to get a hair unlucky here. We do get one fire, and Gearing here gets himself spotted again, so we're going to take shots. But you can see these shells are so lobby that by the time they get there, they have a half an hour to adjust to the shot. And that's a problem, right? Like, you don't want to be trying to fight destroyers at range. It's a pretty poor idea. And we do, I think, get one shell to hit, maybe. Gearing. So what I'm going to do is, with our destroyer pushing up on the other flank, I'm going to go for the cap and also try to push this Gearing and Yami from another side. And also, there is a carrier in the middle, right? So maybe if we get him spotted, we can have some teammates that are pushing up through the middle, have some luck. And you can see here, we're thinking about dropping our torps again. These things take forever, guys. At 660 knots, you're not really using them to maul people. You're trying to guess where they're going to be eventually, or using them as kind of like a torp, or as like aerial denial, like keeping people out of certain spaces you don't want them. Here, I know the carrier's within spotting range, but I'm not worried about the carrier. All of his buddies are not in range. There's nothing here that's going to hurt me, so I don't mind obviously getting spotting. And there's no reason to panic and put a smoke up just because I'm spotted. Our destroyer buddy, Mangumo, goes ahead and finishes off Yamato. And obviously our carrier took care of the Gearing the rest of the way. So, I mean, we helped get rid of both destroyers. We're going to speed this up a little bit because I kind of know where the destroyer is. And we're going to try to hunt this other destroyer down. Sure enough, it's Mangumo. I actually thought Mangumo was going to turn out here. And like I said, you get in this scenario, you should be using AP really more than what I did, but my teammates just mauled him. Alright, so like this team, I mean, you can see we're 7.5 minutes in. Nobody's died, and we're actually going to win on 1,000 points, right? Like, no, this isn't because the other team died of lack of points. We're going to win because of having 1,000 points this early. It was a really crazy team effort. I know that sounds crazy. Again, one of the matches, they all ended early. But you can see here, we are working on, there's 3 ships left. We could have had a much longer time of farming ships, obviously, with no destroyers dead. But obviously not. But for the short match, top of leaderboard, almost 3K, so solid game. The last game, guys, is a match from stream earlier. All right, another kind of a showcase of the ship. Thought it would be a fun one for you guys as well. Remember, it's from streaming. It's from stream, so there might be some mouth breathing, maybe some cussing. I'm talking to stream too at the same time. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy this next match. It's pretty gnarly. They have a battleship going all the way around the island. That's interesting. Alright, we'll see how this goes, guys. Okay, well, dang, we're going to get in a brawl. I don't know. Laffy's not really the best ship to get in a brawl with, but sometimes we're going to have to. I just don't know what Marlboro's doing, man. If you angle Marlboro and you don't sit flat broadside, you don't die. Alright, let's rock and roll. We definitely have a destroyer out here. Let's pop our sonar since it's not really good for much of anything. I also think Catalina. Alright, so what we're going to do here. This might get the destroyer because he seems to be coming across. What is that guy doing? I don't know. I think he's going to turn in. Oh, leg. I did not mean to do that. Well. Oh, it's not Laffy. Am I going to get smoked by GK? Make her so small to hit. Okay. We're winning the battle, but we got turned out. We know torpedo. Would he turn out? He did. What do we have for a carrier over here? Graf Zeppelin, okay. So I don't gotta be super worried about a carrier, but torpedoes we do. This is not good, because now I don't have any help whatsoever. At least our cruiser's going for the other guy. Okay, there's torpedoes. Where's the next set? Okay. I don't know how much we worry about this. I'm not chasing them all around. I'm trying to spot some, alright, we gotta think. Do we think he's got a sonar yet? I gotta turn out. A destroyer's definitely right where that cone is. Okay. And if he turns in, yeah. I don't like anything about this. Can I get this destroyer 1v1 here? I need support. Okay, GK's not really paying attention, but oh man. The enemy team has taken the lead. So GK don't know the torps are coming, probably. I'm surprised Somme hasn't smoked up. Fire. Critical engine damage. Oh, and we even got smoke to help save us. Smoke screen set. Ah, come on, don't charge me. We're gonna lose, aren't we? Come on. We need that. Alright. Alright, we got to do our best here. We can't piss around now because we don't have much choice. Oh, Destroyer's going for the carrier. Do I go for that? How much you want to bet? Oh my gosh, Marlboro. Alright, well, we got to do what we can. We know the carrier's coming, or our Destroyer's hunting the carrier. Do we worry about that? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know that we can do anything here.
The enemy is about to win.
I'm trying. We're gonna make our turn.
The enemy is about to win.
And we're gonna go after Laffy.
The enemy battleship destroyed.
Do it. I dare you to sit and smoke, man. I dare you, man.
The enemy is about to win.
Can we... there's not much I can do in this scenario. I tried. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. We're gonna...
Enemy destroyer sunk. Problem solved, sir.
How? These matches are just over instantly today, man. Ah. What's the other carrier? Was it Graf Zeppelin, right? Yeah. Well, we're not have to worry about that, but I don't think I can kill everything in like 2 minutes. They got everything. You can do it. I mean, you can do this. Oh, destroy. Alright, he's not living there, but I shouldn't have used that torpedoes up on him.
You're the last one.
I'm the last one standing. Amazing! Alright, we just gotta take what we can with it. Jesus, man. What can we do here? I don't know that we can do anything. Get out of here.
We sank their battleship.
Um, can we come after their... I'm trying, guys. There's not much a person can do when it's like this. Hey, none of that shenanigans. Ouch, Jesus.
Critical engine damage. Problem solved, sir. Smoke generator activated.
I mean, I can't do much more than that, guys. I can't do much more than that. Holy moly. That... what? The Marlboro was our best teammate. Well, okay then.